大事にしなかった私の頭守りみたいなんだ言い訳っぽいけど本当に頑張った一緒にキスして森にかどせ
The birds are saying, your roots are done, get them off the coals, gee! Jayla! Well, here we are. We're all set up to make onigiri. We've got our onigiri molds, we've got our roasted sweet potatoes, rice, and in here I have edamame and our smoked salmon. What I'm going to do first is just get that set over there, and I'm going to get these sweet potatoes ready. But what we're also going to do is try something different, and I'm going to read the story of the four winds while I'm doing my cooking. And this is just kind of like how my mind works, so you're sort of just walking through my brain right now, because when I'm cooking, it's like a very meditative state. It's a very ritualistic thing for me, and it's just fulfilling and everything, but I'm in my spirit, in my head, thinking, you know, about my traditions and things like that, about my dreams, and, you know, gotta make sure you're dreaming. We are a dream people, as to Dené, Dené people. So, here's my sweet potato. Here's my other half of the same sweet potato. It was a big one. And they're all roasted up. And what I particularly love about these is that they get the sugars inside of them caramelize inside the package here. And now this, if you follow my cooking, would have been skunk cabbage leaf. Or even just roasted plain on the coals. But you can see that really beautiful caramelization on there. It's just, oh goodness, they're so yummy. So anyways, I'm going to read you the story of the four winds, and I'm going to get to cooking here, now that you've been able to see the potato. And the four winds comes out of this book that is on the screen somewhere in here. It's on page 18. And the story is called The Four Winds. And that's my girls going, start talking! Start reading the story! Yeah, okay. As one can see, all forces of nature, the waves, the trees, and all things that grow, the teapot spruce tree, the tepertner fir tree, the keelch redwood, the animals, the fish, and the birds, everything was endowed with a spirit. Excuse me. This is so yummy. The winds came from a place above Point St. George, called by the Indians Kutneawit, a place, a spot about 3 or 4 miles above Crescent City. There in the beginning lived 7 brothers and 2 sisters. At low tide, one can still find some of the beads they wore if you scrape the sand. After talking with Wapekumeaut, the Great Spirit, the eldest and the 3rd oldest went north to Hagat, whence they controlled the north winds. The 2nd and 4th children went south to Perwetich. The next 2 went west to Tewalameaut, and there stayed to make their home. The younger brother and younger girl went to the east, to Hayskikmau, meaning inland. To make their home. The elder sister, however, stayed home at Kutneawit to see that no other winds came into being. The winds was so established, were controlled by these spirits from their homes. These winds were revered by the Indians, and why shouldn't they be? Hagan brought the fish, Hayskuslak, to the people in the early fall. After being smoked and dried, they are called Kaegas smelt. The east wind brought warm air from inland to comfort on cold summer days when the fog of the sea clutched at the land. The south wind brought the koiroi, candlefish, followed by eels, kewin, and sturgeon, kaka. But the best wind was the west wind. For the west wind brought salmon, the staff of life, to the people on the Klamath, and the Rogue and the Chepko and all the rivers of the Koostenay. The older sister, who had stayed at home at Kutneawit, was to be envied. Her home was so close to the beach, where she always was assured of plenty of crabs, mussels, clams, seaweed, periwinkles, sea urchins, rock oysters, and many kinds of fish. Oh, this page doesn't want to stay. She loved to go in the water to swim on days when the winds and waves were not fighting, and to to run on the beach to meet the wind and have it run its fingers through her hair, as old Nashutre, Jenny Scott, used to say. And make it feel good, and that's why you stay home, that girl. And he never likes to go someplace. And go back one page. That's the older sister who had stayed home at Kneawit. She was to be envied. And that's the story of the 4 winds. And so now I have taken the skins off, and I have my mashed sweet potatoes that are roasted on the hot coals. Okay. And now I'm going to start forming my onigiri. And I'm going to do my sweet potato onigiri first. Get this out of the way. Make sure you're still recording. Okay, you are. Good. Hopefully it just keeps going and I don't talk over it and it just misses everything. So I'm going to do just plain sweet potato, rice, and on some others, sweet potato and edamame. But because I'm making some of these for my neighbors, I'm just going to do them very simple. So when you do the onigiri, oh, there's my scoop. I'm going to put my book away so I don't get anything on it. Okay. You get just a little bit of rice, just enough to cover the bottom here. Make sure it's all squished in. And this is sushi rice, and I use Botan because it's pretty much like the only thing that's readily available. My hands are washed, and they are clean. And so yeah, you just squish it down in there, and press it in nice and good, so that the corners especially, you don't want to have gaps on the edge. So just kind of run your finger along the edge there. And then right here in the middle, and double check you can see that, yeah. Right here in the middle, just going to press your finger in and make a little bowl. Because now, you're going to put a little bit of this on there. Just like that. You center it. It doesn't take much, so just go small with your portions is my recommendation. This is a plain roasted sweet potato inside onigiri. Maybe a little bit more rice just to fill in those gaps on the side. This rice is so sticky, which is why we use it. Again, it is a Japanese short grain rice, and the brand I use most is Botan because you can find it at most stores. So I'm just going to get this rice off my fingers. Okay, good enough. Now here's the fun part. I'm going to press the mold. And I'm just going like this so you can kind of see. Very, very simple. Get it in there. Give it a press. And I just like to press it because you can hear the air coming out. And it just gives it a nice sealed everything. So, okay. Look. Oh gosh. Look at how pretty it is. Oh. Alright. Now we just go. This is why that thing has that there. It's so handy dandy. I just love all the utensils that come from Japan, especially. They just make everything so well thought out. Just wash my fingers really quick. And so you can see that's the first onigiri that I made here. So that's the, well, today. I made today for this recipe. And again, that is the roasted sweet potato onigiri. Alright. Now I've got my plate to set them on right here. One nice, just a little bit of sweet potato sticking up. Looking beautiful. Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna stop talking, and this is just gonna go to fast. Because I don't want to keep talking, I want to focus. Enjoy!